Alright, guys, sorry about the delay. We have our shit together. Somehow.
No, we don't.
Not really.
We're here. We're not together.
Literally, also.
Cosplaying as people that have their shit together? Yeah, no.
My cosplay ain't so great.
Nope. Nope. We gotta up the game. But yes, alas, we are here, and we were talking about doing a game, and we were talking about doing a different game, and bouncing all over the place, and it kind of worked out, because then everybody was able to make it. But yes, I don't think I have really any announcements. I do need to get on Alien Isolation still. I'm thinking sometime in the next couple of weekends, I will definitely be getting on that finally.
I'm so excited.
The more you're excited, the more I'm like,
Moshi is excited.
Oh no. I don't think that's ever a good thing.
Yeah, no. Panic is setting in. But other than that, we can just jump right into it.
Woo!
Let's see here. When last we left off, Aya was derailing every single conversation like the chaotic little beast she is.
No, the Shades build a sandcastle. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Yes!
Yep.
Oh
Yep. My boys. It originally started as training, but they decided to have fun.
And you let them, because
They
you're
still
an amazing
trained.
rock
They lifted
person.
all of those rocks.
Yeah.
They just made cool shapes out of them.
Oh, rocks. That's what it was.
Yep, and Tsunori, you had sent off a messenger to let Lanessa know that you guys were ready to carry on your trip. But yeah, that's a trip.
Tanya and I bonded. Finally.
Yes. So Aya can finally stop asking when you guys are gonna. And Avanya still has a couple of mushrooms on her, but brushing them off slowly.
I'll save them. I'll keep them there for soup.
For soup.
Is that cannibalism now?
Not. Depends on how you think about it.
Listen, I sent a recipe for D&D boba using good berries. Just saying.
Yes, we could.
Very healthy boba.
Yes.
But, alright, so the morning is very cool. There's a light breeze going through the forest, and you guys do, start smelling, some of the food stalls and kitchen areas that are lighting up for the morning. You start the sounds of everyone getting moving in the camp, are starting to sort up, and you guys are, at this point, still watching the sandcastle shenanigans and waiting for Lanessa to come get you guys. What would you like to do?
So we were still, I'm just gonna keep messing around with my shades. I'll let everybody do what they need. I'm training.
I'm gonna prep my spells.
Oh, what are you prepping?
Because well, that's a good thing to know. I guess send me a message as to what you think I should equip.
No, it's not my decision. No, you can't make me make that decision. No.
I did send you a whisper, but I want to try
Moshi
and
can
animate
help.
flowers again.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm basically prepping. I'm literally and in-game prepping spells for what I need today.
Get some hot bean
What's on the
juice.
menu?
I need some hot bean juice. Oh my god.
Go get the bean juice.
If I have votes for hot bean juice, good chance to go say hi to.
We're awake already, right? Like
Yeah.
Yeah, all of us are.
Yep. You guys just got done watching the Sandcastle shenanigans,
yes.
and you, unbeknownst to Zenori, managed to Aya acquired some of Zenori's fabric.
Oh yes.
That's
Right.
right.
Yeah. We made a little flag on top, didn't we?
Found a flower in my blanket.
Oh, excuse me.
I want to try and animate flowers again. That's the practice.
Moshi says, "Time for bean juice." Who's with me?
I don't think you want me to have bean juice.
Not you. You're not
I want
invited.
hot bean juice. I want hot bean juice.
I'd love.
Vanya's
to get
in.
some bean juice.
Anyone else is in? Zenori's in. All right. Zorn, do you want to absorb hot bean juice?
Taking the essence.
Yes.
All right.
Actually, what happens after Sorn is done with hot bean juice? Does it just become hot water, or just become
No,
lukewarm water?
He absorbs the essence of it. He
Yeah,
turns
exactly.
into it.
It disintegrates on the molecular level, and
Yeah.
essentially leaving behind almost a fine dust, if anything is left behind at all.
So he made
Be careful. That might be
instant
you
bean
next.
juice. Like if we added water, would it rehydrate into normal bean juice? Like is this our own version of instant coffee or space food?
It'd be decaf.
Decaf.
Probably.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like the ghost of hot bean juice.
This is technically decaf.
Do I need to roll?
For your flower
Since I'm-
animation?
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought you meant
For hot bean juice.
animation. I thought you meant drawing, and I was like, "What are you doing?" Not
That's
like
not right.
bringing.
Draw 24 frames per second.
Yeah, I was like, "Why are you drawing flowers right now?" Like, oh.
No, I'm not drawing
Great.
flowers. I'm picking flowers out of this blanket I'm knitting.
Yeah,
Actually.
Yeah, brain gets it now. Anyway, no, I need hot bean juice. That's what I need.
In game
No,
and IRL.
Yeah, no, some flowers dropped out of the bouquets I was making, and so I'm actually pulling legitimate flowers out of this blanket that's on my lap at the moment. No, our Arcana though, right?
Yes.
Dirty 20.
You once again got them to wiggle, but you could not sustain movement with them.
Okay.
Alright, and you guys all, as you're talking about hot bean juice, Sigza kind of looks at her, the pot that she had in her hand, and it's already empty, and she just kind of looks over at Drzash and just like, really? He's just like, what? And she's like, hey, if you guys don't mind tagging along, well, we're heading to John D's stall.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
I'm gonna get up from my spot and I'm gonna point at all my shades. Keep working on it.
More sandcastles. More sandcastles by the time I come back.
Make a little rock village to go with the rock
By the
castle.
time we come back, they're probably gonna be dissipated, but just keep going.
These poor shades are like, as they're disappearing.
So somewhere a little fawn shows up to cite you a ticket for for shade abuse.
Overworking your employees.
It's literally me
Crosses off employees.
overworking
right,
myself.
Self negligence. All right.
Richelle, did you see my whisper?
Whisper. No.
Okay.
Hold on. Yes. You may. Go ahead and whisper that to me. But alright, so you guys take off to John Dee's tent, which ends up being quite a way, probably about halfway through the camp, back to the main center. Ziza and Drazash were really off the beaten path, in terms of the refugee camp. But, as you guys start making your way, Divanya, I need you to roll perception.
Perception time. Oh my god. It's gonna be a plus 11. That's a 24.
As you guys are walking, y'all start to notice some people greeting Ivania very enthusiastically.
What?
Because you had your concert.
Oh, right. Vaya gingerly waves back, like no longer having the same confidence she had the night before.
And when Centaur comes up and just shakes your hand vigorously, it was like, that was great, and he trots off after meeting you. But eventually you guys do make it to John Dee's tent area. Her tent has quite the crowd around it. And you're definitely smelling sweet buns at this point.
Sweet buns.
And while you guys are eyeballing the crowd, the main city or the main camp area that you had your concert in, they still have a bunch of dining tables set up, and Soren just kind of floats over and sits down at one of those tables. But what would you guys like to do?
Can I sneak through everybody and get to the front of the line?
Wow.
You may roll for stealth.
Moshi pretends to be a real cat, slinks up to the front.
Well, and I gotta get my dice back out because we weren't gonna play, and then we were, and then we weren't.
Oh,
Is there
I should
people
probably
who
get my
already have sweet buns who have sat down?
There is.
Oh no! This is a great roll. I'm so excited. What is this? Stealth?
Yes.
Oh well, that's a 14.
You said there's other stalls around too, right?
Yes.
Is
not
there
the best, but-
like red pepper flakes anywhere?
What?
I'm gonna need you to roll investigation with. First roll investigation. For you, Moshi. You slink through the majority of the crowd, but as you start poking up to the front, the crowd condenses and it gets harder for you to slink through, and so you end up doing that number. Yeah, the first couple of people in line that you poke your head through, they look down and they're like, "Hey, what do you think you're doing?"
I'm getting sweet buns, bitch.
Roll
Oh, we're
intimidation.
all just causing chaos today.
Go ahead and roll intimidation.
Okay. I hope I roll well on this one. It's an 18.
So that ekes out a Moshi with like a Batman like growl. And the guy's just like, "Oh damn, sorry, go ahead." and Johnny is fiercely making sweet buns in the back as her daughter is up front. She just kind of laughs. And she's like, I presume you're getting for everybody or just you?
Oh, she's talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
For everyone.
She's
I'm
like,
nice now.
Zigza pulls out one basket and then just kind of eyeballs you and pulls out second basket and then a jug of hot bean juice. And she's like, you tell everyone we said hi this morning. And John Dee's like,
will. Thank you.
And John Dee's like, and I better see y'all again.
Worry not. We'll be back.
I rolled 17.
All right. Yes, a couple of stalls down, you recall from the concert night when you were lighting Ivania up, that there was a herb stall. Yeah, herbs and spices stall, and so you are welcome to go and get some herbs and spices.
Cool. I'm gonna buy some pepper flakes.
All right, that is 2 copper for some pepper flakes.
Okay, I'm cool with that. Okay.
guess so.
Can I find somebody in the middle of a conversation that already has one sitting at a table?
Roll another investigation.
Woo! 18.
All right, so you see a satyr and 2 farmers, couple of tables down. They just got themselves a basket of not only sweet buns, but also a small assortment of breakfast meats and stuff like that. And they they appear to have like a fruit juice with them, and they're engaged in grumbling, warbling morning conversation. Yeah, that's.
Can I put red pepper flakes on 2 of the sweet buns in their basket?
I need you to roll stealth and sleight.
Can I stop her? Can I?
I need you to roll. Okay, first roll stealth. Aya.
13.
13.
Mm-hmm.
Moshi, roll perception.
It's called We Create a Little Chaos.
19.
You see Aya and what she's doing.
Aya! What are you doing? Defiling these sweet buns! How dare you!
You know what? I was gonna go steal the recipe for you after this, but if I can't have fun, you can deal.
We don't need no recipe because we won't have Jaundy's love and magic! What, really? What were you... How was that gonna lead to the recipe?
No, they were 2 separate actions. I was gonna go do that afterwards.
Yeah, but like, why were you gonna put red pepper flakes in the sweet buns?
Why not?
Of course. Well, no.
Zenori and Ivania, you guys were kind of tracking Moshi through the crowd, so you met Moshi as Moshi's yelling at Aya from across the dining area. But, just...
Moshi's been hanging out with me too much.
Listen, I can't eat. Well, I can eat, but not like you guys. And I can't have the bean juice because I get the zoom zooms. Gotta do something. Just saying. I get bored.
And you haven't even had hot bean juice yet.
I think Zenori's a bit anxious because he wants to find out the fate of his child.
Dun,
amongst
dun,
other things.
dun.
Oh,
I whispered
remembered
back, by the way,
something.
Richelle.
Oh?
There
A
was
while ago, but it's there.
some. That's right. And I'll say it happens in game as well. I suddenly like realize that I didn't check up on my my platoon and where they're at with all of this.
Oh snap!
A lot has
Oh,
happened.
Tsunori.
You had more pressing matters to attend to.
Yeah. I mean, they could kind of look after themselves, but still. But
Don't
Listen,
go
they understand
without-
exactly how you feel about them now. Just saying.
What? Don't listen to her. To get some hot bean juice and go. Get away from this awful table.
yeah, Zenori will grab his bean juice to go and go have a look around.
Would you like a lid for that?
True. And I'll go have a look around and see if I can find my platoon, I guess. Yeah.
All right.
If I can't find them straight away, I'm gonna ask that sentinel dude where they might be,
Oh.
where people are.
Oh. Pawn, the giant centaur.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and first roll investigation.
Here comes my first rockets. Brace yourselves.
0.
Not even a 1.
I wouldn't doubt it for a second. Investigation. It is 19.
Oh.
And that's the best roll we'll ever see Chris make tonight.
Yeah. Pause for the rest of the night.
So Chris,
And thanks for being here. Until next week.
So you see Tsunori, walk away from the table, shoulders high. He's looking around. He's got his bean juice. He takes one sip, and then he looks around, beelines it out of your sight. All right. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do before I follow Tsunori for a bit?
Nope, just sipping that hot
I'm
bean
just
juice.
hanging out. Do I have to roll
Savoring those sweet
to try to
buns.
absorb the hot bean juice again this time?
You know what? Yes.
Aww.
Oh no. Let's see. Is it just a straight roll?
Yeah.
Oh, that's an 8.
Oh shit!
Oh no.
In your excitement to get more hot bean juice and see if you'll get as much energy as you did last time, you just kind of shove your hand into the cup and splash a whole bunch of it out.
Ah,
No, wasted.
Wow. An
And now
addict
that
already.
attention is drawn to me, I just put my forehead on the table. I'm not paying attention.
like that meme. Disappear.
Shade away. All right, Tsunori. So as you start walking away from the table, you notice the hulking mass of Pawn and the little puffball. About 500, 600 feet, just kind of meandering around the camp and keeping an eye on everyone. How would you like to approach?
I just, with coffee in hand, or bean juice in hand, and I'll sip and say, "Good morning."
He's gonna look down and he's gonna be like, "Oh, good morning." He's like, "How have you guys been settling in?"
Better than we were yesterday, it would seem. There's a lot going on. Sorry to cut straight to the point, but have you seen an army platoon from Orkney? I've gone blank.
Yes,
Yeah,
you got it right.
So many places at this point. Yeah.
He's gonna go a little bit solemn for a second, and he's gonna be like, "I can't say that we have, on top of not typically allowing our Ardile forces in. with the general doing loops, I can't tell you if they did make it in, they'd be like any other refugee at this point.
Okay.
And the little puffball will chime in, and she's like, "The more I keep hearing about what happened, the worse it gets."
Really would like to find out this general's motives. And like, Zenori's like clearly going a bit dark.
And Puffball's like, "Well, when you do, you need to let me know, because I feel like I need to have a word with him." And Poncha's gonna be like, "Oh, God."
Oh, morning.
Meow!
He's very talkative this morning. Yes.
Meow
Jump up
back, damn it!
Did only encourage him, wouldn't it? Sorry, goodness gracious. So basically they're not here with my investigation check and all that stuff.
Talking to Pon, and Pon's very sure that he thinks he would have noticed if Ardile forces were in the forest. If they came in as refugees or disguised as refugees, he wouldn't have noticed.
Alright, I'm just gonna walk through like the main part of the refugee camp, and if I can't see any familiar faces, I'm just going to walk back to the group and assume that they didn't make it into the forest.
Okay, go ahead and roll another investigation. And a history.
Wow. 19. There's the bad roll.
The kitty was staring at it. You didn't let the kitty roll it.
8 for the history.
Alright. Your senses are sharp today. But your recollection is still a bit foggy. You are, kind of still feeling the effects of such emotional tribulation over the past couple of days. But, you do know that some of the familiar faces in the camp are John D. and Zigza and Drzash.
Okay. I'll just safely assume that they are on the road somewhere, if not still in Orkney. We decided to head to the Archmages, didn't we?
Yes.
All right.
Yep, to the Lethalis Citadel.
Yeah. Making my way downtown.
Alright. So after a short time, you come back and circle back around to the dining table, where everyone is enjoying what remains of the sweet buns and hot bean juice. And doing what, Aya? Looking at you, darling.
Who said I was doing anything?
That's the concern. It's worse than if you're doing something. Anyway, what are you guys doing? Back at the table.
Of chaos.
Munching. I'm munching on the sweet buns.
You
Can
doing
I
it now?
attempt to make a bungee cord out of stems?
You may.
Are we back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, do I have to roll something for that?
Yes. Roll. I don't want you to roll for that. What did I have you roll for the ukulele?
You had me roll like 3 different things.
I did. Didn't I? Okay, that's right. Yeah, so, but you're just braiding at this point. You're not doing anything as advanced as the ukulele.
No, I just need it to be stretchy. So it's gotta have some give to it.
Well, then that would depend on what you use to make it.
I'm using stems.
Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand to see how you handle the stems.
Nat 20!
You made a bungee cord. Approximately about 3 feet.
Oh,
And it
hell
can
yeah.
stretch out to 5.
I'm gonna tie it around my legs and fly over to Soren and have him hold the other end to test it for the moment.
I'll take it and I'll hold it up.
Yes! I can be a yo-yo now!
My one and only dream.
Listen, there's a point to this, okay? And it's not a bungee cord, I was just excited. Okay?
It's the stealth operation.
I feel Mission Impossible music in the background.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Making a slingshot so I can be shot into the backline.
Soren, you are getting a ping from your little buddies.
Ah! What is it? And I'm gonna
Hello?
I'll sit down at the table again and close my eyes and try to see through one of them.
And you notice that none of them are looking where they want you to look. They're just looking out and away, and you're getting a sense of little spunk from them, and they're you get they're pinging you. They're like, hey, big me, but they're not letting you see it.
I think I have to go look at something. And I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna head back to camp.
I guess I'm going with him. He's still holding my bungee cord.
Yep, you're coming with me.
Okay. Just bobbing along upside
Yep,
down.
yeah. Boom, boom.
Are you guys gonna come along, or are you guys gonna stay at the table? What you doing?
Might as well. It's probably on the way to where we need to be.
Sure, why not? I'll bring everything that I'm mug in hand, and
Basket, just
yeah, just shoving sweet buns. I'm hungry. The whole thing last night has got me pretty peckish.
Don't say.
Imaginably so. So you guys make your way back to your campsite, and you are met partway by a bunch of little bouncing shades, and they are so excited, and they almost seem to be dancing, and they're jumping on the ground in front of you as you're walking. They are so excited, and as
Am
you
I bouncing over Bert?
Boing, boing.
yes.
Can I grab Bert and fling him up onto Soren's shoulder like acrobats do?
Roll acrobatics for that.
$24.
All right. Bert sees what you're doing and does come to investigate, but is still following along with the rest of the group. And you get a good swing down. You manage to grab him, and you hear this just little ethereal squeak, but a squeak of excitement, and and you plop Bert on Soren's shoulder.
Nice. Welcome, Bert. Pat his head.
So you guys round the corner, and there's a couple of people. You round the corner because the campsite is just around Zigzag's and Drazash's not wheelbarrow, wagon. And so you guys can't quite see yet, but you do see a couple of people just kind of marveling at what they're seeing. And as you guys finally round the corner, you see they made the castle to be about as tall as you, Soren, with several different levels and layers of architecture.
No.
This is amazing.
It
Wait,
even
how
looks.
big is it?
It's about as
As
tall as
tall as
Soren.
me.
And you see, they
Shades, oh my
even
god.
they even smoothed it out and add like little textures and stuff. They made like little people in it.
I could just see one of the shades with like a little blade of grass going whoosh, whoosh. Work! Work, shades. Slave driver.
Like
It's
two
Bert.
kids all over again.
It's Bert! No! Bert wouldn't!
In the middle of this thought, you just see Bert like with his hands on his hips, just like yeah.
Does he look guilty?
Marveling at his work.
I'm just gonna applaud with my rock hands. So it doesn't sound like a clap. It's more of like a.
Clapping of rocks.
This wasn't what I meant to work on, but you did a great job.
Really quick, roll performance.
Performance. Here we go.
Roll this guy again. He's hard to read.
That is I rolled another 8, so that's a 7.
So you start clapping, and your little shades are like, yay, and they're all excited, and then a couple other people like try to join in the clap, and then the shades are like, and they're like, okay.
It's not as hype as they wanted it to be. Understandable.
Oh, but
I like to think that Soren's shades are each of his emotions, like separately. So, like, one of the shades is like, thank you, thank you, thank you. And the other shades are like, no.
Bert's the evil one.
Bert's just like,
yes, I
Bert's
did this.
nefarious.
yeah, Bert's the confidence, and then like the fourth one is the anger, like, get away, what are you doing?
Yeah, like, what are you guys doing? Yeah.
Get away from my castle.
Yeah. You meddling kid.
Yeah,
Get
get off my
on my
lawn. Perfect. Oh, so you guys are enjoying the marvelous work of Soren Shades, and Zenori, a familiar cloaked figure, kind of comes out of the crowd a little bit, and you see Linessa just standing idly by, near you guys, not awkwardly, but she just kind of nods to you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Are we ready to go, kids?
Aye, Captain.
Yes,
You
father.
know,
I can't hear you.
I think we have some
Yeah,
people who would
Captain.
protest to leaving now. I'm gonna look down at my shades. They're like staring at their castle.
Somber
so big,
music
bro.
starts playing.
Oh no.
Oh
Can
my
I
gosh.
take the flag? I'm gonna take the flag and put it in my bag.
You
Keep
can,
saying-
Nori's tunic.
you can do that, and while you're doing that, Bert's gonna like hop off the shoulder and just like kind of like hug a wall, and then he's gonna run in real quick, and like you see him like running around the castle real quick, and then he jumps back up on your shoulder like, okay.
There's like cannons on top, and they give like a 21 gun salute.
I'll kneel down to the shades and be like, now think of all the little fairies at the house you've just built for them. I think they would very much appreciate this.
Aww.
How do
We're
they?
all so sad.
Oh.
But I think it's time for them to go, and I'll wave my hand, and they're all gonna like just right back up through my legs and back, disappearing again.
And Bert disappears slowly with one final hand on the castle door as he closed it.
Moshi kind of waves.
All
Oh,
right. So,
We'll walk up to Lanessa and I'll give a slight bow. We are ready to go.
she'll reciprocate the bow. And she's like, all right, hold on. Oh, gotta try my Lanessa switch. 1 second. She's gonna be like, she's like, that's good to hear. Did you guys get some good rest?
It was good
I'm
as
sorry,
we could
who
get.
is this again?
This was the woman that took me to see my wife. Pardon me.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yep. And,
None of us have actually met Lanessa in person, right?
I have.
Okay, you have. But I don't
Yep.
think the rest of us have.
Wait, have I? No. Wait, which
she
time?
she was also the lady that was in the clearing talking to you guys.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hmm.
Like, because I went with Zenori. Moshi went with Zenori. At that time.
And
But the rest of us didn't, right?
actually, Zunori, roll a history check while we are on this topic.
Oh,
I might throw you a bone. Maybe. I don't know. No, you don't want it? Fine,
Eight.
I'll keep it to myself. Or wait, this is Soren. You weren't were you with them, with her?
I was with the group when we returned from the
Why don't-
Mushroom Kingdom.
Why don't you also roll a history check?
History.
Was Lanessa in
That's
the
an
mushroom thing?
18. 8 is my number today. All 3 of my rolls.
You said 8 or 18?
18.
Alright.
There's an
Just-
8 in it.
there is 1 8 in it. Is that what you're saying? There's 1 8
Exactly.
in it. Yeah, as Zenori refreshes Moshi's memory, the name, finally 2 + 2 = 4. You recall Lanessa as the lady from the journal.
Ah!
Oh!
oh shit!
I'm gonna frantically open the journal and like skim through the pages real quick and see if I can find her name mentioned.
So
I'm gonna step in front of Zorn, to hide the journal. Like,
Oh, it's we're in good hands here. Just going.
Yeah.
all right.
I'll
You're-
distract her and braid her hair while you look through the journal.
Well, she has, oh, that's right, I put this here in my journal. You guys, look what Tish sent me with one of the cookies.
Aww.
Ah!
He feels embarrassment.
I will always brag about you, Tish. I will always brag about you.
Thanks.
All right, so, Sorn. Lanessa is Nillian's love. Formerly known as Nillian. You find out at the end he's renamed to Jamal. But
I knew the
Lanessa,
name was familiar. I couldn't remember.
Yep. So she was the one that was, quote unquote, kidnapped by the Seers, and Nillian had to go rescue her from the forest.
Thank God Sorn is smarter than me. Did I find? I found her name in the journal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like very aggressively tap on Zenori's armor, and then like push it in front of his face. The journal.
And you guys are walking, like, at this point, so Lanessa's attention is to just kind of, like, guiding you guys, but she's also navigating the crowd, so you guys are fine to be, like, trailing along.
Oh, Zenori would probably be something like, "Wait a minute, no way."
That's what I said.
And I'm like looking at the back of her, and I'm like what?
Sorry.
And I'm like, oh!
I might take that personally.
But, yeah, I'll just be applying, person to story, basically. Holy shit, this is this person.
What do we do about this?
Well, it seems that anybody who's disappeared or been kidnapped seems that it's just a cover story to
They
make
pop
sure.
up in the forest.
Just so they can disappear without a trace. It seems that they run from things. Should we ask her? Should we ask her why she ran?
Should we? I mean, I feel like we're safe with this person, right? Because this is the love interest.
It's also been about 200 years.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
How young
true.
did she look?
oh she hasn't aged a day, sweetheart.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
boy.
That's funny. I guess.
Because, I mean, she probably has a lot of information pertaining to no forest people are like sworn to secrecy or something because they don't like giving us information.
Actually, I'm gonna be a funny guy about this. Hopefully, yeah.
Oh no.
I'll just like, Saul, let me take the journal, and I'll walk up to her, and I'll be like, "So, is this you?"
What is your intention with doing that? Really quick.
What is my intention? It's just I'm trying to be funny, but I'm obviously trying to like fish her for information in a gentle but funny way.
Roll performance.
Cool. Please.
Please. Can I assist? I'm like peeking over his shoulder.
Yeah, is this you?
What did you get? Wait, what?
I got 4.
Oh,
It was bad.
she's gonna be a little bit shocked to see it. And she's gonna be like, where did you get this?
Well, actually, Solon, you'd be better off telling you this story.
Well, I managed to find it in an alchemist shop.
And she's gonna rifle through it, and she was like, roll insight.
Ah! 16.
Right. She takes you at your word for your comment, but as she's flipping through it, you guys see like obvious. She's extremely touched by what she's reading, and she's like, I knew he came for me. And she's like, I didn't realize what he went through to find me, to get to me. And she's gonna like start tearing up and stuff like that. And she's just gonna be like, this is the sweetest thing. She's like, thank you guys. And she gets to the last few pages of the journal where it like talks about the negotiation and stuff like that. She's gonna be like, this is so sweet. Thank you guys for showing me this. She's gonna hand it back to you, Soren, and she's gonna be like, but please keep that hush.
We have been. So, did he never actually find you?
She's like, oh, he did. He did very much. Not only that, I was able to grant him citizenship in the forest, and we have been living very happily since.
Oh. Soren is slightly touched, and I'm gonna quickly like put the journal back in my in my satchel. I don't
Two
think-
child dudes in the party are like,
I'm looking over at Zenora. I'm like, did we need any like information from her? Did we? I can't remember.
I've been taken aback by this loving atmosphere.
Just a loving display.
Gosh,
Did we have any questions?
I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Well, you guys could take a few minutes to discuss it, because let's go ahead and do a 5-10 minute wellness break.
Okay.
We'll give you guys that opportunity to figure out what you want to ask the lover of the classmate of Zunori's grandfather.
Pulling up my notes.
But yep, so let's go ahead and take a wellness break. We'll be back in about 5-10 minutes, guys. Get your snacks, get your drinks, get your water, get all the things, pet all the pets, get all the loves. We'll be back. Burb.
bit of both,
Here.
but it's K-E-T, not C-A-T.
Oh.
Get.
Love it.
So disappointed.
Moshi is not impressed.
Could have been something so cool.
All right. So yes, we are back. We are back. Sorry, yes, we're back. Lanessa hands you back the journal. Yeah, just very, very endearing mood now. You guys certainly made her day by showing her that.
Well, and when she gives it back, I'll say to her, "Can I ask you, probably, I don't know if it's personal or not, but what is the significance behind the white rose?"
She's gonna take a moment to ponder that. And, at this point, you guys have left the main camp area, and you're going through a part of the forest that there doesn't seem to be any refugees in. You do see some other creatures and residents, but they're very sporadic and very respectful of your guys' passage. Yeah, so she kind of takes a minute, and she said, "Think of it as a message to family members or to the king himself that this person is no longer their responsibility." Way of saying they're safe, and then to the king, they're out of your reach.
And where it becomes personal is that, were you kidnapped from the Citadel?
The timing was greatly appreciated. I did not want to leave initially, just because that was my life. But I always had a fondness for the forest, so coupled with facing possible life sentence and torture, as a seer under the king, I definitely welcomed the encounter.
Wait, seers are tortured?
Luckily, the king hasn't gotten any more seers since the last one he killed. But yes, they are not treated very well.
A spot of worry flows over Zenori because of his wife being sealed somewhat. And I guess my last question is, from what I can tell, this journal, that you were actually a classmate of my grandfather.
Then who was your grandfather?
I've got a list of names here and I haven't put anything like oh God.
It's Chognir.
Oh, yeah. My apologies.
It's gonna take her a minute to recall. She's gonna she's gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, that's your grandfather." She's gonna be like, "He was. What do you want to know about him?"
Nothing in particular. Just something I can rib him with later.
Well, he was constantly losing his notes. Constantly. And in the silliest of places, why would it be under a rock in the garden? We still to this day have no idea how it got there.
I'll turn to Sorn and I'll be like, where did the alchemist find the journal again?
It was under a tree. In the middle of a field. I think next to a rock.
It's all coming together.
Zenori's like, oh, grandfather.
She's gonna be like, Yeah, come to think of it, he always did run into spots of discontent with the way things were being run around those years. What is he even up to these days? Did he make it to the council?
Yes, he's quite high up there. It's made life a lot easier for him to be in that place of influence, I guess you could say. Yeah. He's a good man. He's one of the only men I do trust.
She's like, I can definitely see that. He was... We weren't necessarily close, just being so absorbed by our own studies, but he was always a great friend to me. And he had a high level of integrity about him. I certainly am happy to hear that he's kept a lot of his values through the years.
I don't know if you know this person at all. Would you know a person called a Nerziel?
You know, Jamal was kind of telling me, we had extensive discussions about the, back then, the negotiations, but he also has come by to visit from time to time. Why?
So you never knew him in person?
Just like in passing. He's been here a couple of times. Why?
As a person?
She's like, yes. And actually, when we first met him, he was one of the generals.
Very interesting. And I'll, I can't really because I got armor on and everything. You are a terror today, holy Christ.
Meow meow.
He's a hoon. I'll say to her, well, it seems that a Nerziel has, I guess you could say, ascended, and he is my god. I'm a cleric of a Nerziel.
She's gonna be like, that explains so many things about you. She's gonna be like, I bet he makes a wonderful patron. Distier is always telling us wonderful stories about him. It really sucks that they can't spend more time together.
Oh? What do you mean?
Roll a history check.
1!
No!
Why didn't you
Can
roll
I
it
make
that
a history
time, Kat?
check?
This one was not out of the journal. She's gonna be like, well, Distier. Before Distier came into her powers, she was training to be a healer for the king, and she came into her powers. She was seeing an Urziel and had a few of his children. And she had to come here with the kids after what happened. But fortunately, Urziel was very protective of them, and no one really knew in the higher ranks about them. So it was a quite event when we had to go get her.
Zenori in his head's like, the reflection is uncanny. I kind of have a quiet prayer to myself and like, I'm on to you, Nerziel. I'm on to you.
Why would he have taken you under his wing? That's crazy. I
don't know.
And
Yeah.
as she's talking, you kind of get you get a little bit of a shock, as you remember when you were praying to him and letting him know that you were going into the forest and stuff like that. And he's like, while you're there, please give my regards to Distier.
Oh crap.
It'll also hit you in the face like a bag of bricks that Distier was at the meeting with the ladies.
Crap.
Completely missed it.
Well, I had other things on my mind. Come on.
Ignoring your patron.
I'll turn to Alessa and say, oh my, could you do something when you head back to the forest for me? Oh god.
She's gonna be like, sure.
Can you tell Distier that Inertial sends his kind of change it a little bit. He sends his love.
She's gonna be like, I can definitely do that.
Excellent. And I'll turn to Sorn and say, is there anything that you can think of in all of this crazy pattern that might stick out to you?
Is there... Wait, crazy... You said pattern?
Yeah, because everything seems to be a pattern at this point.
It's crazy,
right.
Not paranoid.
I mean, there was the roses and people disappearing. It's always women. I wonder why. But that's about it. I mean, were we gonna ask for any like? Actually, I can't even think of anything. What are you doing? What are you two doing?
In the team chat, the GIF with the thumbtacks and the string, and he's just like, it's all there.
It's part of the plan.
That's pretty much it.
I think we'll go back and relay all this information to the rest of the crew.
Meow.
See if anything pops into their memories, if they remember anything.
Meow.
Kobu's wanting attention now too. Can you hear him?
Yeah.
You can probably hear my cat. They're probably trying to communicate.
Yeah, they're talking.
That's the only
Cat?
reason adult cats meow is to humans. They don't ever
To
meow to
humans.
each other.
Mhm.
So when
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
meowing at you and you don't meow back, that's the equivalent of ignoring them. Like, realize this. They are trying to talk to you in a way that you can hear and you're not responding.
Kovu, meow. Meow.
They meow when I pick them up like a baby. Depending on the cat, they do or do
They're
not
telling you
like
to
that.
stop.
No,
Put that
Kansu
shit
will
out.
yell at me until I pick him up, and then he likes being held like a baby, and he'll like rub himself on you. And if you don't pet his head, like he'll see your hand, and he will lean out to the point he will tumble out of your arm to get pets if you don't pet him.
The pets.
Oh my gosh! And then when I was staying there and I had the door closed because they would get in the room and chaos would ensue. And I would just hear these little like pats at the door and like little scratches. Kitty! Kitty!
That's a good looking cat right there.
You little fluffy
Kobu, come here.
chode.
The cat is so over your shit. Look at its face.
We have two other cats. You have to be a part of this. He's gonna look how long he is. Oh wait, it can't. It won't really show.
I wonder if I can do that to this fella. Let me. Oh.
He's being very uncooperative, but there we go. Oh my gosh, dude, chill.
Dad, what are you
Just
doing?
completely derailed.
Right.
There we go.
I should just get your own show, eh? streaming on Twitch.
Yeah.
Love it.
Cat streaming. Cat's playing D&D.
Oh, now you're not interested in dice. Come on, man. Tried to roll it, he's not interested.
That's
about
my
Winky?
aunt and uncle's cat. His name is Winky.
Aw. Does he wink a lot?
No.
Aw. Winking means I love you.
Yeah, the slower the wink, the slower the blink, they love it.
What does the wink mean?
What does it mean?
Except he sheds everywhere. It's so bad.
My cat is shedding his summer coat at the moment, and I'm dying. Like,
He has pretty. Winky has like actually pretty thick hair. He has a short. He has a short hair, but like it's really thick. I'm like.
I
yeah,
think
need to
short-haired
brush him.
cats are the ones that shed more, because Pepper is our
Yeah.
short hair and she sheds a ton. Kovu never sheds.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
cat's a
Well,
long
he'll
hair at
he'll
home.
lose some hair when we comb him, but that is it.
My cat at home is long hair and she sheds a lot. So maybe you just got lucky.
Maybe so.
Anyway, sorry to derail this session with cats. But
Yeah,
Cats
cat.
are kits.
Today we feature our cats.
he's not even mine.
I don't have cats, but I have 2 new owls.
I see now.
What?
Yep, I got digital guy up here.
Little?
Found him at the truck stop. And then this one just looks like such a chunky derp. Look at him. He's just like looking up at the world. Like,
Does that not describe all of your owls?
Chunk.
Look at them behind you. That is the same description.
little chunky derps. Yep. Accurate. But alright, so yes, you guys walking with Vanessa, talking.
And yeah, I
And
think
we
that
relay
was
the
it.
information back to the
Yeah. We'll share.
Did you just
Share
get
the
smacked in the
info we
face with the
have.
tail?
Yes, it happens regularly.
It's like the alien.
Oh, sorry guys, I want another lawyer. Let me turn that off. Another lawyer who's been taken out by a lightsaber. Oh. Alright, so you guys end up walking through quite a bit of the dense part of the forest. You guys have gone past where the like the ceremonial shrine and where Ivania was kidnapped by mushrooms. That area. You guys have long since passed that. You guys never even, entered it. You went around it. And actually, if someone roll an insight. Okay,
Insight. Insight is. I've probably got okay insight. I'll
Who's
try it.
rolling inside?
Mm,
I'm gonna try it. I got +4 insight.
I have +5.
Ooh, nat 20. Nat 20.
Oh, I'll go with yours.
So, Ivania's experience has led her to be particularly sensitive to this area of the forest. And you guys don't cross the bridge and cross the threshold into that first, that main center, the epicenter. But you guys do end up going around it, at which point, Ivania, you notice how little it appears on the outside, because you guys are actually kind of circling around it, and it did not appear near that small when you guys were inside it.
Are we talking about the refugee camp? Or
No,
like-
no,
the
where
clearing is a TARDIS.
the orchard where you were taken by mushrooms and met with the ladies
Oh.
and the shrine.
Right.
Yep.
Ah.
Where it's about the size of the trees that surround that threshold, and as you guys are walking around, is roughly about the size of like a medium, like maybe like a 4 or 5 bedroom house. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So
I see.
house wise, pretty large, but forest wise, it's just like this epicenter of trees, and you guys can't see through it, but it's super small. So that is something that you notice as you're walking around. And you're like, wait, this. What? What?
It's a TARDIS
What?
clearing.
Does everybody else notice this, or do only I notice this?
You're definitely the first one to notice it.
I will let everyone know. Hey, you guys realize that we've been walking around this one place that I was with the mushrooms. Not totally not mentioned. Someone's still mad about me at that. So
You said what? Like, yeah, isn't that something? Seems to be the going thing here in the forest.
yeah,
There's a
size
much
seems to
larger
be
thing.
not very consistent here.
Linessa's gonna peek over her shoulder and she's gonna be like, one of the many reasons it makes it very hard to be tracked in here.
See, the magic of the forest at work. Makes mental note not to get lost in here ever.
A little late for that.
It's probably like a video game, like those old school video games where you walk across and then come out the same side that you walk in. Kind of like, huh?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Portal.
Wait, what?
All right.
Portal logic.
It probably ends up being about a half a day, and Linessa finally takes you guys, through obviously another entrance threshold, as it reminds you guys very much of when you guys first came in, and into a very familiar clearing where there is a little goat girl sitting in the center.
No.
It's you! It's you! No screaming. No screaming. Please. We use our inside voices this time.
She's like, if you insist.
Yes, I do, as a matter of fact.
I don't. You do you, girl.
I need someone to roll a perception for the group, too.
I'll do it.
You'll do it? All right.
I'll do it! We're still in the forest, right?
Yeah, you guys are in a familiar clearing.
Okay. It's 23.
I feel like we have like really weird ones that we're okay at. Like my acrobatics is +7. Why is it +7?
My perception's +9, +2 if we're in the forest. So that's 11 if we're in the forest.
So, it doesn't take you long to notice that you guys are not the only creatures in that part of the clearing. Like, there is actually life about you. It's not as devoid as when you guys have had previous encounters with the Guardian. It is actually very lush, and, there's bugs and, birds and the whole 9 yards in the clearing. But you also notice the addition of a couple of mushroom people standing by the threshold.
Ah, hello, friends. We're good, right? We're good, right? Right?
Roll insight.
Just me?
Yep.
Just me?
I'm gonna go die
Okay.
real quick.
No! You're good. I got a crit one.
Oh no!
You presume that you might be. One of them kind of did like a little wave, but you're still perturbed by the events that happened.
Well, that's what happens when you get absorbed by mushroom people who try to turn you part of their hive mind. Because you went with strangers on the Aethernet.
I will defend my actions. As much as necessary, I will defend my actions. Angrily shakes fists.
Seeing this little interaction, the little goat girl will kind of look over at you and she's like, yeah, they ended up working it out to where they're gonna help be forest guardians and they're gonna, help the forest thrive and stuff like that. And it turns out they were just lonely.
See, it all worked out.
Yeah, we just had to unhostage you first,
It was a necessary sacrifice.
And she's like, and it turns out that they
we're
can...
good.
Necessary is relative.
And she's gonna be like, okay, I recovered. Sorry, my granola bar went down the wrong throat. That was, or the wrong tube. That was.
You have multiple throats?
I know. Oh my god, words! I know words. But Chris is also getting I presume Chris is getting his coffee right now too. So, but yes. So let's go ahead and wait for him to get back for a few minutes. Presume that Lanessa has taken Zunori over to the corner for a bit to discuss things. What would you guys like to do while you were waiting for them to finish discussing things?
The mushrooms are still here?
I have a question. Am I still bungee corded? Because, we never actually let me loose.
Sword?
All I can imagine while he's, rapidly flipping through the journal is me smacking against his palm going like this.
Like one of those
Sideways.
paddle ping pong thingies.
Yep.
Sword? Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Wait, what did I do?
You never let go of my bungee cord.
Still pulling.
Am I still attached?
Yep.
Okay, yep, I definitely got paddleballed while he flipped through that journal.
Oh no.
Lord. So, yeah, you were kind of disoriented and exhausted at this point.
Yeah. Yep, that would make sense. I don't think he's going to let go of the bungee cord.
No.
I guess I cut my bungee cord to get free at this point.
Did I ever notice this or never?
Oh, yeah.
If I had cuts at 4.
Thank you. I guess I'll have to make a new one for my plan here.
What's the plan? I still never understood the plan.
I was gonna make a slingshot bracelet so I can be flung into the back line. So Sora can just kind of pull it back and, projectile weapon. Like a flashbang. I was testing.
I assumed it not work out very well.
I mean, the bungee cord has worked fine. It's had rigorous testing. My brain feels it.
If I will avoid looking at Soren because does not want to place blame on anybody right now, but
Which just means I have to make a new one so that we can make a slingshot shot bracelet so I can be flung.
maybe not that great an idea considering how discombobulated you got.
Okay, but I wouldn't be tying myself to the slingshot like I did with this bungee cord, to be fair.
Well, tell me, what is your future plan here? Because I'm slightly concerned as to what might come
I was testing the bungee cord, but I'm making a bungee cord bracelet so he can go like a
Like-
spider,
Like a
like
slingshot.
Spider-Man, but on his wrist. Just psh, and I'm in the slingshot. You just like pull it back like you do with the slingshot, and I get shot.
Okay, so
Like we did with your
not
arrow,
tying-
but no, not tying myself to it. Let's
Okay,
not
good.
repeat that process.
So,
Okay, that was my concern.
so the little girl just kind of like seeing this interaction. She's gonna be like, were you leashed?
Why did you touch
I
yourself?
made a bungee cord because I got bored and had an idea, and it was never let go. The plan was not to be bounced around.
I as a leash kid.
Oh, no.
Listen, I'm not saying I was a leash kid growing up, but I had a monkey backpack on mine.
Oh boy.
I was kind of a terror. I thought it was hilarious. My mother did not.
Well then.
Are we back yet? Moshi, what are you doing?
Here.
Oh, you're here. Moshi, Zenori.
Oh, Ivania, what
Because
instrument do you want next?
I heard Ivania say just me, and I went, wait, what? So I was like, I'm not supposed to be here.
No.
No, that was for a roll.
Yeah.
Oh, so bright.
What instrument do I want next? I remember. Oh yeah, I want a harp on my bow. I want
Oh,
a musical
hell
bow.
I got you, bro. We'll make it happen.
While we're waiting for everyone, Vaya's gonna start playing the ukulele.
Oh my god, Moshi! Moshi! Roll
No.
performance.
Let's go performance, which is a +0. It's an 8. It's an 8.
Oh,
When
no.
So, you start partaking in musical commerce, and the goat girl's just gonna take her ears and like fold them and pull them down and just like kind of hold her head.
It's not that bad.
Okay, well, while we're waiting, I'm gonna attempt to animate flowers again and start on a new bungee cord.
Okay. Alright, go ahead and roll again for flowers. The bungee cord you don't have to make because you already had practice with it, so. Unless you're doing anything different. You'll get another 3 feet.
No, I'm not doing anything different. 22.
Alright, and what do you want to try and do with those flowers?
I'm trying to animate them again. I'm trying to learn to speak with plants.
So specifically, what?
Speak with plants, like, animates them, and like, it's an actual spell.
Yes, but specifically, what are you trying to do once you animate them? What do you want them to do?
Well, speak with plants, they, like, animate and talk to you.
Okay.
I'm literally just trying to do that.
Okay.
I don't care what they're telling me. I'm trying to get them to tell me things.
Okay. I see what you're saying. All right. The plants in the clearing do seem to be a little bit more amicable. And you do get a little bit of like a small, very brief greeting. But not much after that.
Also, I want to touch trees while I'm here. Large trees.
Now that you're not bungee corded.
Now that I'm not bungee corded and being used as a paddleball. Yeah.
All right, so Moshi, did you want to say anything about Ivania's ukulele playing?
Oh, did she play?
Yes.
At an 8.
Oh, I was gone. Sorry, I
Now
didn't
that
know.
you're back.
Um, I like to think that Moshi just left too.
And departed the mortal realm.
Yeah, I think you picked up your ukulele and Moshi goes nope and just walks into the forest.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
And then like one of those 2D games, Moshi comes in another side of the forest.
But like after Avanya's done.
Zunori, Lanessa had pulled you aside while you were getting your groceries. Did you get your coffee?
I did.
Yes. Awesome. So Lanessa had pulled you aside and she was she was informing you of, kind of the route ahead, the route to take. So I can fill you in on that separately. But the biggest decision was how did you guys, you figure her recommendations and your guys' own research from the previous days, yesterday, words, going through the mines at Hinolo, is a huge route to take because it's essentially cuts through a lot of the mountain passes and a lot of the cliffs and stuff that you guys would have to climb up otherwise. So that being the next step, Lanessa's question to you, and that you didn't want to answer alone. You wanted to come back to the rest of the group to discuss. Her question that she had proposed to you is you guys have the option to essentially manually walk to the entrance of the cave system. Or you guys can fast travel with the Force. They are willing to essentially assist with getting you guys to...
Are we going through the mines of Moria? This is what's happening.
What?
Can we not do that? Because that didn't turn out so well for the Fellowship.
Oh no.
Like in my head, every time I talk about it, I'm like, fly your fools. No. Either way, so how you guys are getting to the cave is they can essentially, similar to what they did when you guys went from Chanogawa to Olhome, where, you went in one end, came out the other. They can do that for you, getting to the mines, or you guys can walk on your own. Either way, there are enough provisions prepared for 2 weeks of travel.
I will choose to not fast travel.
Why would you? I don't know. It is
this is a time-sensitive mission.
I'm here for fast traveling.
It is a time sensitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
The only reason I'd say it is because of the time sensitivity.
These are fast travel packs.
Yeah.
Or
Scenic routes are for people that don't have time crunches. We can smell the wormhole rather than the roses.
Stop and smell the wormhole. All right, so, she nods and she's like, all right, why don't you guys all, take a seat on the ground? And she's like, and we will take you to the entrance of the caves. And once you guys make it up to Hinolo, your mounts should be waiting at the stables up there.
What?
And she says,
You mean their mounts, right?
No, your guys'
gonna be there too.
Wait, I get one too?
She's like, no, the mounts you guys came in with.
Oh.
We're gonna take them up.
Oh.
You forgot about yours, Dave.
Poor Scorch. No, I just didn't want to put him through any more pain.
And she's gonna be like, it's an absolute pleasure to have met you all, and I'm happy to help in any way I can. If ever you guys see a raven, you can send messages through them to us. But otherwise...
I have a question, though. How did the mounts make it farther than where we're going? Why are the mounts on the other side?
No, they're not there yet. No, but she's saying they're not there yet, but she's saying they will be waiting for you guys when you get out of the caves.
Okay, but that means they're traveling farther faster than us? How are they getting there and we're not?
Magic.
I think that... It's It's called a speed buff. Ever heard of it?
I think it's a plot hole, but whatever.
I mean, they are faster than
It's
us.
okay.
Oh, what's happening is the relativity of time when we go inside the cave
my
is a
God.
lot slower.
Wormhole!
The mounts are actually coming faster in time, so they'll actually beat us there.
Okay, in my head, in the DM's head, they do have a forest escort that has been en route with them to Hinolo, knowing that that was the route that you guys were going to take. And they left yesterday morning. Also, Ekirans with no rider are able to move faster and jump farther. So they are able to cover, yeah. In my head, in my DM notes, that's what I had.
You want to go through every unbelievable scenario and oh wait, this whole thing is unbelievable.
I mean,
I'm down.
Petal literally can become a dragon and fly. So yeah.
Yeah, but that's just Petal, though.
That is just Petal. Yes.
Sinore's derpy ride needs a little bit more help.
Yes, he does. Little spot. What do Eki-Rens look like again?
They are essentially really tall deer foxes.
Okay.
And
okay.
some of them have like little antlers and stuff like that. The other part about them is, some of them have really thick manes, as not like manes like horses, but manes like wolves. But they all have dainty paws and they move like deer.
Okay.
Very, very lithe, very lithe.
Nice.
Yes. But yeah, so as you guys prepare, you descend into unconsciousness at the familiar scream of a goat.
No, I just said no screw.
That's how the magic works.
I can disappear. Oh, it didn't work. It cuts me out sometimes. Wait.
I feel like hide your face really quick. Does that work?
Sometimes it works when you hold up something else.
Oh, there we go. Oh, he
Yeah.
almost. Oh, yes! Shade away.
Yes.
All right, you guys come to in meow. You come to with Meow in his Moshi meowing in his sleep. No.
He's having a nightmare.
Yeah. He just finished a big old feed.
Oh, so now he's got to go belly up somewhere. Oh, but yeah,
can't
so you
jump
guys
over
all
branches.
come to on bedrolls, and right next to a very nice subtle campfire, there is a full meal around the campfire, as well
Like an
as
actual meal?
like a little buffet.
Oh my god. I think we've been surviving off sweet buns and jerky.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
There are some sweet buns there. There are some sweet buns.
Definitely a trap.
There's
Can't
sweet
stop me.
buns, there's dinner rolls, there's like pulled porks and meats, there's whole bunches of fruits and vegetables and what appears to be like a little pasta thing. All that is set around the fire and is being kept warm by the fire. And you guys are also surrounded by your belongings and backpacks, and there is additional provisions. If you guys had any old rations, those were replaced with new rations. So
Man,
all
this
of your
is like
stores,
leaving Lothlorien here.
you guys, so all of your rations are now enough for 2 weeks.
Nice.
Not that it affects me. I'm happy for all of you.
I'm gonna make a mountain on a plate. Because it's actual real food. Avoid the sweet buns.
I'm gonna need
I
to
love
make
'em,
you
but-
to make a
Oh,
survival
boy.
check.
Yeah, I'm not eating it until someone else does.
Nope.
Ivania takes a bite.
What'd you get?
Oh, I'll look up the total, but it's crap. Survival. 7 total.
Please make a dexterity saving throw.
Yes, food coma.
Drop the whole plate.
8.
Oh no!
Oh no.
So, so Tsunori dug in and he has this whole amount of food and he goes to go back to his little sitting area and he trips over a tree root. He manages to keep the food on the plate and the plate level as he descends to the ground. However, his face hits in the plate.
Ooh.
It just comes up and it's like mashed potatoes and like other food.
I mean, that's one way to eat your food.
You are what you eat.
Not sure that's efficient, but
Well, he wanted to stuff his face, right?
I mean, here I thought I was the clumsy one, but might want to watch where you're going. You don't got a good track record with those roots, man.
Those rolls, man.
Zenori just scrapes everything off his face straight into the plate again. Starts devouring.
Gotta get it all out of the beard.
Save it for later in the beard. Where do you think people store leftovers and
I'm
beards?
gonna look at him and I forget you're a soldier.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna attempt to absorb some of the taste from something. What looks colorful? What looks aetherful?
There is a large bowl of mixed fruits.
I'm picking it up.
The whole thing?
No, I'll fill like a plate and then I'll try to extract the essence.
Alright, go ahead and make a roll.
Straight roll. That's an 11.
So you managed to get some, but when you get to the ones that are the equivalent of strawberries, you particularly enjoyed those. And you just kind of like forgot what you were doing in the middle of it, and your spell kind of fizzled out, and so you just see like these half disintegrated remains of fruit and like this very
Did you
happy
make
Sorn.
raisins?
Anybody
It
want the
sounds like
rest
you
of
made
this?
raisins.
I'm gonna offer it to whoever's closest to me.
Blade strawberries.
Fire will shift away. Slowly. That no longer looks appetizing.
So sad.
No, you can't have coffee. You'll be worse than what you already are.
Get.
I'll never hear the end of it. What? Meow, 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 meow.
Well, they finish out. I'm gonna finish out my slingshot bracelet for sword.
For a second there, I thought you actually made him a slingshot that
No,
attaches to
so
his
we
arm.
had to cut my original bungee cord because he wouldn't let go of me. So I was there when he was flipping the journal, getting paddle bowled
Oh, wow.
around like this. So I had to make a new bungee cord for
Oh,
the
okay.
slingshot bracelet.
And this time you put on almost what would be like a frog closure on the bracelet, so Soren can take it off, or you can take it off as needed. Given the light of the last event. But yep. So ow.
Okay.
He wants to go outside so bad. I'm like, no, bud. It's not
We're
happening.
flowers.
He's a rescue cat, so I can't let him outside. It's the only stipulation of having him. It sucks too, because he's obviously used to be an outside cat.
Oh, so what? They think he'll like run away if you let him out.
I think that's what it might be. Plus, they don't want to have to re-rescue an animal.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah.
That
You
makes
gotta
sense.
have them get used to being at home
And,
to
and
a
you
point where, yeah.
and you don't want him to be swept away by a kangaroo or a koala.
I imagine Chris is gonna be the guy who will have the kangaroo in a headlock and was like,
Or if it's a koala, you just see Chris like approach the negotiation area, and there's just like a whole bunch of angry koalas on branches.
A series of angry grunts.
Moshi, are you doing anything in particular this evening?
Oh my word, cat.
I guess I'm just gonna eat with everyone else. I don't know.
You're so weak.
Guess I'll eat.
Yes, I'll eat.
I don't know. Is there anything like? I'm not sure what would catch Moshi's eye.
The dinner sweet buns, along with one of
Oh,
the
yeah.
pulled meats, appears to be in kind of broth.
Broth.
Looks like a broth or gravy.
Why not? Sure.
Stew.
Stew. Yeah, I'll just grab a bunch of stuff and sit down and eat, I guess.
Do you guys have the equivalent of a long rest? You guys are full on all of your constitution. Everything is replenished. You guys are good to go. You notice that it is early in the morning. The starlight does appear to be rising, but is rising from beyond the cliffside that you guys are in front of. And with that, you guys also notice the huge cavern in front of you guys.
Cavern.
Wait.
Cavern.
It is not a door. It has a password. Okay. You're not next to a lake. You're in a forest right next to a cliff. And there's this massive cavern in the wall of the cliff in front of you guys.
Still gonna call it a tavern.
Wait, where are we? I'm sorry.
We're in front of a cavern.
Yeah.
But like,
In the forest.
there's like a cave?
Yes. Yep. A cave entrance.
Mhm.
I thought we just came from a cave.
No, you came from the
No.
forest.
I
came
came
from
from a forest.
Yeah.
Okay.
About to enter a
We
cave.
were teleported through the forest.
Oh! I thought we were teleported through the cave. Okay.
No.
My bad. I gotta go change that in my journal. We were teleported. Wait, okay. So,
so-
we didn't teleport through the cave if the mounts were going to be on the other side of the cave.
Yep.
so we
So
were
you
teleported to the cave, and we go through the cave, and our mounts are at the other side.
and put a little asterisk in there. Do not have escape ropes in inventory.
Oh no.
What? What'd you
Escape
say?
ropes. You guys don't have escape ropes.
From
Rope.
Pokemon.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, in Pokemon, if you use an escape rope, you instantly escape from
You
the...
teleport out of the cave.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It spins you like a Beyblade, and then you fly out of the
Yep.
It's like a what? Wow, man, you guys
like a
are
top.
speaking
You know, like
different
a
languages
top.
there. Yeah, I
spin like
gotcha.
a top. Yep. This cat.
Okay. I feel like
Amazing.
Captain America sometimes. I just like, I don't understand that reference. I don't understand that.
What language are you speaking?
Nerd, but like millennial nerd. I don't know.
Old nerds.
So does the cave look man-made or does it look natural?
This entrance appears very natural.
Very good, very good. Sort of. Actually, I can probably do something here. That can finalize my spells.
And also, because I don't know if you guys, one of the things, yeah, that it's constantly says in the player's handbook is that one of the things that players can do is draw maps as you guys explore. So I do not know if you guys will. You guys are welcome to do that as you guys explore the cave system to find your way through. You don't have to, but I'm just saying I was like, oh, that was kind of a cute idea. Yeah.
Can I clarify if we are reunited officially with our mounts or not yet?
No, other side of the cave.
No, they're on the
Oh,
other
they're
end.
on the other side.
Yep,
Okay.
yep. So Zenori kind of filled you in on what Lanessa was saying, and or of the trek that you guys will be taking back. You guys also have the journal, which recounts Nillian's trek to the forest, and you guys are essentially backtracking what he did because he took the shortest route to the forest from the citadel. So presuming,
kind of assume that it hasn't changed in what you said, 200 years.
Yep. So that's what you
Okay.
guys aren't necessarily sure about. But Lanessa filled you in on what she could. Hinolo remained in service for a while. And last she heard, it is still in service as a thriving mining town, but that is on top of the mountain. So you guys are going through the caves, and then you'll be coming in the back end of the mines, and then through the mines to the town. And from Hinolo, you guys will trek across the plateau to the Lethalis Citadel. There will be a very large bridge or two along the way, depending on what route you guys take, but presumably that is the route you guys are going on.
Okay. Well, I guess it's up to everyone. But first, we're going to tackle a cave. Yeah. Are we ready to go in?
Cool. Are we expecting?
I mean,
I don't
we don't
know.
really
Are
have
we
a choice, so.
Are we expecting hostiles?
I am
No doubt.
already summoning my. Actually, no. I'm gonna hold my longsword in one hand, and I'll have some eldritch energy in the other, and I'm just gonna start floating towards the entrance.
So we are expecting hostiles. We're expecting company.
I'm gonna give Soren the slingshot bracelet, and I'm gonna start working on weaving myself a little weapon sash.
Weapon sash.
Well, because now I've got my throwing stars and my arrows, which don't have a quiver, and my bow, and my sword.
And who are you
So-
sitting on right now for doing all this?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Who are we sitting on? Yes.
Probably Soren. He floats. That seems stable.
He floats too.
We all float down here.
Yeah, we all. I was just thinking. He just. I had a second. We all float down here.
All right. So, do you guys want to bookmark at this point for the night, or do you guys want to get into the cave and start exploring the cave and bookmark in an hour or two?
I'm tired.
I think we can bookmark.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, if you like.
Good place to bookmark. I mean, like narratively, wonderful place to bookmark.
This is a really good place to bookmark, narratively speaking.
Yeah, I'll just
Wait, hold on. I see it now. So the cavern, or the cave entrance that you guys are standing in front of, of course, has a whole bunch of stalactites and stalagmites. The growth of the forest does, intrude into the cavern quite a bit. So you guys do see plants lining the way, and the entrance does shrink down into a smaller yet still fairly large cave entrance. You guys also notice like a little river flowing through it, and our brave adventurers are just like standing at the entrance of the cavern, silhouetted by the lights, looking in on their next stage of the journey.
Sounds very ominous. Actually.
I guess Sonori would just give a bowing nod to Lanessa as we descend into the depths.
Oh no, you guys
Left
were
her
alone.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We teleported away,
woke
man.
up alone.
Well, that's what I did. I swear.
You can nod at the forest and assume they see it.
And as Zunori looks back with a gesture of gratitude and understanding and wish us luck, the words "to be continued" appear at the bottom.
The JoJo one.
Better ride it back.
All right, guys. So yeah, we will see. Yeah, we are doing next week, right? We're going next
Yeah.
week.
Yep.
It'll be my birthday.
What?
Happy birthday!
Hold
We're
on. Wait a minute.
Week early, but...
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What? Sorry, there went my light.
Happy July 6th.
Oh my goodness! All right, yeah. So Chris, gotta be extra mean to him as a DM, so that way he has a better birthday.
I mean, who doesn't want their DM to be mean to them on their birthday? Sounds perfectly reasonable.
Hopefully
So
my
basically-
dice realize it's my birthday. Goodness.
So next week we're either gonna have insanely good Zunori rolls, or Zunori might be on the brink of death.
Maybe a little bit of both.
Sonori may have random inspiration, even though in game they have no idea why he's in such a good mood, but he just gets this random inspiration for the session.
I like spelunking.
Who's in charge of Sonori next week? Who's babysitting?
Not me,
I'll
because
watch
I'll
over
just.
him.
All right, so with that being said, stay safe, stay nerdy. We'll see y'all next week. Bye.